Good morning. How are you guys doing today? So we are almost at the end. It's the penultimate lesson. Yes, we have reached the second to last lesson. So last time we talked about the angles of angles of triangles. Today we're going to talk about the angles of polygons. So today we're going to go a little bit more generic. So are they a polygon or not? Now this is something you learned earlier in your life. A polygon is a shape that has at least three sides. They are connected, they're all line segments, and they are connected at the ends of their line segments. Okay, there are no openings. So this is not a polygon because it is curved. This is an ellipsis, so it's curved, so it doesn't. This one is not considered a polygon because this line segment, these two line segments cross. So this part's a polygon, that part's a polygon, but the whole shape is not an actual polygon. Now what we're going to do is we're going to determine how many degrees are in the angles of polygons. Now, some of you might know the formula already. That's fine. If you don't know the formula, you're going to learn it. But I want you to understand where the formula comes from. It's an important thing in mathematics. That's like, we don't want to do just a straight plug and chug. This is what they're telling me it is, so that's what I'm going to do. So there are two different ways I'm going to develop the formula for you. First one I'm going to use is triangles. And we learned last time that the angles of triangles add up to 180 degrees. So what we're going to do is take each one of these polygons and break it up into triangles, and you're going to see something. So the first one we have is a quadrilateral, and I'm going to see how many triangles I can make just by connecting opposite sides. So in this one, you notice I made two triangles. Okay, so four sides, two triangles. Now let's come to this one. Oh, so I have 1, 2, 3 triangles, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So 5 sides, 3 triangles. You guys noticing a pattern here? This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this has 6 sides. Let's see how many triangles we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 4 triangles. Now let's come to this shape. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. And let's see how many triangles we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. You guys notice a pattern there? Hopefully you do. Okay. The number of triangles is always 2 less than the number of sides. The number of triangles is always 2 less than the number of sides. Oh, interesting. All right. So there's the first one. So the total number of angles that you're going to get is whatever the sides is, you subtract it by 2, and then you multiply that by 180, because each one of these triangles has 180 degrees in there, doesn't it? So if you take the number of sides and subtract it by 2, you're going to get the number of triangles you have. And the total sum of those is 180 times that. So number of sides minus 2 times 180. Now we're going to look at it a different way. This way we're going to use exterior angles. You guys remember what we said last class is the sum of the exterior angles always adds up to 360. So look at it right here. Start here, right? I'm starting here. To get back there, I complete one circle. And one circle is 360 degrees. Same thing here. To get back there, I complete 360 degrees. So this angle plus that angle plus that angle plus that angle plus that angle must add up to 360. So now how does that help us develop the formula? Well, think about it. Right here, the external angle plus the interior angle, exterior plus interior, is 180. This one plus this one is 180. Interior plus exterior is 180. Interior plus exterior is 180. Same thing here, right? 180, 180, 180, 180, 180. So it's the number of sides times 180, and that's going to be the sum of the interior plus the exterior. So how are we going to, there we go. So how are we going to develop the formula? Well, think about it. It's the number of sides times 180, isn't it? Well, that's going to give you the sum of the interior plus the exterior. We already know the exterior angles add up to 360. So we need to subtract 360 from that sum. Well, let's just use the distributive property for a second, like we did earlier this year. Is there something common to this and to this? Yes, it is 180. I can factor a 180 out of here and out of here. So if I take the 180 out of there, 180 times what gives me 180s? Well, that would just be s. That stays the same. My subtraction stays the same. What times 180 gives me 360? That will be 2. There's our formula. Okay, so s minus 2 times 180. The number of sides minus 2 times 180 will give you the sum of the interior angles. So here it is, just nice little pretty. I tend to write the number of sides out in front of the 180. Usually in math, you'd write this part first. I just think it's a little bit easier to do it that way. There's no right or wrong. Now let's put this into practice. So find the sum of the interior angle measures of the school crossing sign. So we need to figure out how many sides do we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 sides minus 2 times 180. Well, 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times 180, that happens to be 540 degrees. Total number sum in every pentagon is 540 degrees. What about the web here? What is that? We want to find the green object here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, so there are 7 sides. So we take away 2 from that, multiply it by 180. So 5 times 180 is 900 degrees. So if you added up all the angles of this polygon, it's actually a heptagon. It's going to come out to be 900 degrees. Let's apply to this situation. Find the missing variable. Find the missing measure. Well, what do we know? We know that this side plus that side plus that side, that angle plus that angle plus that angle plus that angle, plus this angle is going to equal a certain amount. So we have to find the type of shape we're dealing with. So we'll start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, how sweet. It's got 7 sides. We just did that one. 7 minus 2 times 180, which is 5 times 180, which is 900. So I know all of these angles have to add up to 900. So that's what we're going to put down. It's just a nice long equation. So x plus 140 plus 145 plus 115 plus 120 plus 130 plus 128. So here I got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do equals 900. Now we go ahead and add those numbers together. Those numbers add up to 778. Subtract 7. Okay, so I'm going to move over a little bit. So x equals, let's count up. So that's 22, so 122. Now we're going to look at a different kind of polygon called a regular polygon. These are the polygons that you learn when you first learn the shapes. They are the most restrictive. A regular polygon is where all the sides are equilateral and all the angles are equal. So an equilateral triangle is a regular triangle. A square is a regular quadrilateral. A pentagon, this is the regular pentagon, the regular hexagon, heptagon, octagon. So like a stop sign is a regular octagon. A nonagon is 10 sides and a decagon. A nonagon is 9 sides, a decagon is 10 sides. So when all the sides are equal, but all the angles are equal, what we can do is find measure of each angle if we know it's regular. So this is a cloud that's in Saturn. Okay. And it's a regular hexagon. So find the measure of each interior angle. So we know that there are 6 sides. So 6 minus 2 times 180 is going to be 4 times 180, which is, that equals 720 degrees. So we know that all the angles add up to 720. Since they're all congruent, we can just divide by 6, and that'll give us an angle measure. 720 divided by 6 is 120 degrees. So each angle in there is 120 degrees. That leads us to our final one. We're going to solve it for this pool. They want us to find A. Well, what does they tell us? So this angle, that angle, that angle, and that angle are all equivalent. These angles are also equivalent. So this one and this one and this one and this one are all 120. And those, we don't know what they are, but they're all A. So what do I know? I know that 4A plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 120 is 480. That's going to equal a certain amount. Well, how much is that? Well, what size pool is this? Well, we already know there's 8 angles, so it's going to be an octagon, but just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 sides, so 8 minus 2 times 180. So that's 6 times 180. That equals 1080. So there's 1,080 degrees in an octagon. Now we just have to solve it. So subtract 480 from both sides. 4A is 600. Divide by 4. 4 goes in the 60 15 times. So A is going to be 150 degrees. All right, guys, good luck today. Reach out if you have any questions. Bye.